Gemini is this big language thingy. They call it a model that's going to be really good with words, just like GPT-4, and it's going to be able to do some really smart strategy stuff like AlphaGo. It's like they are mixing the best of both worlds. What is AlphaGo? It's a computer program developed by DeepMind Technologies that is under the umbrella of Google company Alphabet. AlphaGo is known for its groundbreaking achievements in the field of artificial intelligence, especially in the realm of board games, particularly the ancient board game called Go. Back in March 2016, I remember AlphaGo gained international recognition when it defeated Lee Sedol, one of the world's top Go players, in a five-game match. This marked a significant milestone in AI research, as Go is a highly complex game with more possible board positions than there are atoms in the universe. The generative AI market could be worth a whopping 1.3 trillion by year 32. So OpenAI's chat GPT already has over 100 million people using it every month. This big news might be why Google is getting into the generative AI game. They've created their own chatbot called Bart, if you remember, if some of you know. And they're also shown off a new language model called Paul M2 LLM. But here is the biggest scoop. Google has just introduced this rival to ChatGPT called Gemini. This new Gemini thing is way more powerful with 5 times the computing muscle, and it gets to use all of Google's secret training stuff. They say they're going to let regular people like me and you try it out by December 2023, like at the end of this year. So, what's the deal with Gemini? Well, it's trained using these special computer chips called TPU V5, and it can use a whopping 16.384 of them at once. Holy moly! The data they use to train it is huge, with around 65 trillion tokens. They even threw in some stuff from YouTube and some tricks by they learned from AlphaGo. I just explained what is AlphaGo. So, why should you care about Gemini? First off, it can make both text and pictures, which is pretty cool. Second, it's got this secret sauce of data from all sorts of Google services that could give it a big advantage. And thirdly, Google's DeepMind and brain teams are teaming up with some really smart people like Sergey Brin. Sergey Brin, guys, he's one of the Google's founders. It was his PhD test, Google with his classmate. They wrote this. They created Google search engine back then, 98, and they got good marks. And this is how Google got created. Brain teams up with some really smart people like Paul Barham. He's a super brainy AI scientist. This could mean even cooler things are coming. So we'll have to wait and see if Gemini can beat GPT-4 at its own game. It's like a showdown, and only time will tell who comes out on top. Now, what I think about it, I haven't tried it because right now it's private. Google will when Google has a lot of private information about users in the entire worldwide. So this is like upper hand over ChatGPT. If Google doesn't train in terms of privacy and personalization, it will cause big problem for Google, because right now AI has become so advanced that it's almost becoming self-aware. If you remember back in 20, some of you remember back in 2017, I talked about self-aware AI robots. And I wrote an article. If you go to my website or just write self-aware AI robots, Maria Johnsen, you will find information about it. And it went viral back then, and it created a lot of buzz. Anyway, so advanced, more advanced than Chat GPT 4, then it might create problems for users, because it may reveal some secret documentations, some secret personal data, and abusers might abuse those data and go after each other and create a digital war. So it's like a showdown, and only time will tell who comes out on top. Until next time, bye.